Here it is. Alex and his wife stopped in their tracks and pointed their noses in different directions. Something smells weird. You're right. Where is the scent coming from? Could it be? There it is! It's the Honey Killer grass! Alex quickly reached for the ground and ripped up the strata of emerald green, jaggy looking grass. Is that the Honey Killer grass? It reminds me of the smell of burning incense. Ah, you're right! So that's what it reminded me of. It smells like Granny Tsubaki's place. And the smell is so strong. It could even work to keep the insects away. Are you sure you can eat that stuff? Yeah, it's just an herb. Alex dried the weeds with a fire spell, finally chopped them and inserted the results into a teapot. I wonder if I should blend them with other herbs as well. You look like Iragi when she's making me my tea. I wonder why nobody's ever thought about growing this grass along the edge of their houses. Wouldn't it be handy to keep the Hatties at bay? Or does it have some kind of drawback? Yeah, it's an invasive weed that grows at an insanely fast rate. It would eventually strangle and starve out all other plants in its vicinity. A garden full of honey killer grass must be incredibly depressing. Here, the tea is ready. Should we enjoy a hot drink together? Where are the sweets? Yep, the choco macarons I prepared this morning are perfect for this occasion. It's always nice to relax with a cup of tea, and hopefully this will grant me some honey-repelling properties. Alex obtained the honey-killer grass needed to completely eradicate Charles' head-who disease. So soon. Looks like cigarettes, they're growing grass. Alright, we got our honey weed. Taking care. Charles. Extra defense. Sure. Alright, let's rest everybody. Let's get down to business. Here. Enda stood in front of the locked door and pointed at the hand-shaped plate on its surface. The security system uses barbaric era tech, right? Did you build it by recycling ancient relics? No, it is an original design developed from the analysis of ancient artifacts. Okay, if there's no way we can't get past something like that without your help. That sounds interesting. How did you make it? What kinds of artifacts did you find? Look, we don't have time for that. How do you even open this door? Like this? And they answered with their typically composed tone and placed a hand on the metallic plate. Ooh! It opened? Wait, you were allowed to access this room? No, but my magical signature is identical to Epide's. Huh? Wait, that's impossible! You do have to be monozygotic twins, or... Monozygotic? Wait, don't tell me that you're one of her! Alright, Google, help me out with this one. Learned some new biology. Nice. Yes, I'm one of Epide's copies. She called us clones. Wow, it didn't even cross my mind. But yeah, we read about her research on the terminals around here. From what we understood, she was unable to create clones with a will of her own. Did you read all her research papers? No, I could only access Pilus's notes. He was talking about Epide's experiments in some of them. Okay, so you read about the early stages? Epide's clones were mindless flesh puppets because they were missing a soul that granted them self-awareness. All she needed to do to solve that problem was imbue them with one. And how did she do that? Souls are naturally drawn to empty living bodies so they can take root in them. Epide achieved that by killing countless people near her clones. Wait! That can't mean! She killed all the women who used to live here. Me included. And my real sister as well. Your real sister? I recently have regained some memories of my previous life. The last thing I remember before my death was my sister embracing me in one of Epide's gas chambers. Oh. I believed that myself was drawn towards one of Epide's clones, and I took root in this body. So you're just another one of Epide's victims. About your sister. Could it be that? Sorry, pretend I didn't see anything. All I remember is that she was sadly hugging me until the moment I passed away from the poison gas. Oh. You're my only sister, my dear family. And I closed her eyes and thought back to the last words her real sibling left her. I think Epide utilized this memory to make me believe she was my real sister, so I would obey her. Seeing Amelia and me must have caused this trauma to the surface. Maybe. But it was nothing compared to the intense hatred I felt whenever I met this blonde brat. What? You're talking about Platina? But Platina doesn't have a sister. That's not it. It was because you were empty. Maybe she's referring to the time you went berserk? What did Zero call it again? Your heroine mode? When I first met you, I noticed that you were empty like me. I felt at ease because of it. But by the next time we faced each other, you had changed. That was after Platina did naughty things with Alex. I was jealous of you because you had found a family and become like a normal human. That's why I did terrible things to you. It was all my fault. I'm sorry. That's okay, Platina doesn't mind. Well, that was quick. It sure didn't take her long to forgive Enda. Yep. Of course! Platina is an incredibly kind girl after all. So, Enda, you live here, right? Wait, is Enda even your real name? The people living here had no names. We identified each other with numbers. All the members of the Institute gained the right to choose a name for themselves. Any idea about what happened to the rest of the people who used to live here? They were killed by Epide and Hamln. Seriously? They were told that their lives would contribute to saving the world, so no one protested. That's ridiculous! Everyone here gave their lives to achieve the ideal world Mother Ixtab wished for. Well, that doesn't make me feel any better! My real sister was one of the few who claimed that our old way of doing things was wrong. But even together, we couldn't stop anyone. That's really messed up. It seems that Ixtab's people as a whole were not our enemy after all. Yeah, our real opponents are Epide and Hamln themselves. They're two crazy medical researchers who made use of the people here to achieve their ends. And I promise you that we're going to stop them once and for all. Just wait and see. Okay, I'm sure my sister would be happy to hear that. Do you think that the next room may contain the machines that are cloning the monsters? Yes, but Epide's research must have advanced considerably since I was living here. I don't know what you may have to face past this door. Hey, no worries. We're going to take care of it, whatever it may be. Meanwhile, Enda, do you think you could wait here by yourself for a while? I can't use the power of my old diseases anymore, but I still know how to defend myself. Alright, give us a shout in case you're in trouble, and we'll come back to save you right away. Yeah, please save me! Or something like that? Okay, give it a try! That's not why I could ever yell something so embarrassing. A resident appeared on Anna's cheeks as she averted her gaze from Platina. Anyway, let's go, and I will be right back. Alex and his wife stepped into the depths of Epide's laboratory. Oh boy. What the fuck is that? There's gonna be a battle. Oh boy. Don't throw the game. Save the game. Beans! Jelly beans! Purple portal! Whatever that thing is. What's going on? Let's see. Which one of these contraptions could be creating the monsters? What the hell is this? It's moving! This thingy here looks really weird! Platinum pointed towards a giant kettle with a spoon in the middle of the room. What is this? They look some kinds of capsules. Hold on, these colors remind me of something. The prayer system! They're the same colors as the clouds created by the praying believers! So these pink ones must be... Suddenly, the holes in the ceiling washed one of the capsules into the teapot. The giant spoon then started moving and mixed its contents into the water. The color of the liquid is changing. An unfitting jungle resonated through the room, and a newborn monster burst from the pot. Ah, sorry, I killed it without thinking. That was scary, right? Of course. Good job, Yuragi. The ex-sentinel instantly splashed a newly created monster into a lump of deformed flesh. There's a hole in that wall. The monsters must be using it to get outside the sealed dungeon. Oh. Eep! What now? Is it because I killed that monster? Hey, don't worry, I was about to kill it myself. I think that the security system of this place must have activated for some reason. Warning! Intruder alert! Defense system activated! I knew it. Oh. Several cracks appeared in the glass that contained the muddy liquid at the far end of the room. Strengthening monster generation code SHU697. Good day. You too? Good day? Look! The liquid is transforming into a bunch of monsters! Eek! They're disgusting! They're so flabby and dumb looking. Leave the comments for later, they're rushing to attack us. The group of monsters that burst from the glass tank quickly pounced on Alex and his wives. Good day. You too? Oh! All of them have scream masks. Awesome. Anyways, Chev, it's powerful enough against these fuckers. They're tough. They're really tough. Holy god. Hey! Not my baby girl! One down. One to go and bye-bye. Right? Yep. Oh, that's a lot of experience. Thanks. Looks like they're not moving anymore. Alex and the girls made triply sure that the monsters were dead and received a sigh of relief. Is it over? Yeah, we've somehow defeated them. But seriously, what were those things? A fusion of multiple monsters created by Epide. She's found a way to even do that? Honestly, I'm more worried about this machine that's producing the waves of monsters. How do we turn it off? You can do that from this terminal, but it's already off. It ran out of magical power, so it can't be activated anymore. Thank you. That helps. Hopefully this will give Lady Masquerade a chance to catch her breath. Weird. And I stared at the deactivated machine with a bored expression. What's up? Something's wrong? This machine was the result of Epide's research. She would never leave it behind. Which means that she probably doesn't need it anymore. Because she's created something even better. Hey, let's look at the bright side. We've stopped the endless wave of monsters. Good job, guys. Let's return to Llama for now. We should grab a bite for Ende and then see her home. Okay, I wouldn't want to get in your way. Alex and his wife stopped the machine that generated a horde of monsters and headed back to Lava. Jesus. I guess we can teleport. Yeah. If I can still get to this place, I'll explore on my own. Really. Ah, you're back! An unusually cheerful gents welcomed Alex and the girls to Llama. We've stopped the source of the endless waves of monsters. Yeah. Yes, I noticed. The horde that was moving around the city has dispersed. Thanks. I hope that this is going to help Lady Masquerade. I know, she's been fighting non-stop for several days. She's real strong and scary, but even she has her limits. Anyway, the situation here in the city looks surprisingly under control. Yep, and it's all thanks to the amazing reinforcements that arrived a couple of hours ago. The reinforcements? The Spartan and her sentries come here anyway? You leave all these patients waiting without taking a look at them, and you call yourself a doctor? Gramps, wait, what are you doing here? What? Oh my god, the police is here. This, not thanks to me. Something good is happening with the neighbors, but I gotta calm down a little bit. Yeah, what are you doing here? I'm leading a disaster relief operation. Although it's just me acting without the guild's approval. Dr. Torres, what a fantastic idea. But how did you come here? I always keep a couple of teleportation relics ready in case of emergency. Too bad they're... You have those? Too bad they're single use only. Sup guys? No idea why I'm here too? Oh my, Amelia! Did you come here to give Dr. Torres a hand? What a good girl, your big sis is so proud of you. I needed all the help I could get, so I took her along since she was just rolling around the living room. Of course, but I thought you had promised you to be studying so you can start helping at the clinic. I was just taking a quick break, I swear. Amelia, did you find the antiseptic we need? I still have to clean the scratch of that last patient. Sure. This one, right? Not sure. That's just someone's drink. That's a half-empty bottle of orange juice. Really now? I'm terribly sorry! No worries, everyone makes mistakes. Huh? That's it? Oh my, Dr. Torres. You've been spoiling your way too much. You'd be already swinging a scalpel at me if I were the one who made that mistake. My Gramps demanded nothing less than perfection whenever I helped him. Dr. Torres, is this fine young lady your granddaughter? Well, yes, something like that. Wait, what's going on here? Looks like Amelia has been officially adopted as Dr. Torres' granddaughter. Sorry, old lady. That's technically incorrect. I'm his only grandson. What? Huh. I guess my vibes could be considered as granddaughters-in-law. Yeah. You too? Anyway, and this is my grandfather. Stay with him. You can go home together once he's done. Spartan said that you're basically free. You just have to report to your whereabouts every week or so. That sounds like a fairly lax treatment. But yeah, she did help us during a big emergency. Gramps, this is Ende. Give her a ride home with you once you're done here. Let's see. She's a new wife of yours? Yeah? What in Eve's name? Doris turned towards the black-haired girl and took several steps back in shock. You okay? Did you just have a stroke? No, sorry, I was just surprised by the way she dresses. My heart's fine. Sure? Huh, okay. Show her around the house once you're back, and let her choose a room. Hello? Amanda? Yes, hello, Amanda. Is it me? Or is something wrong with Dr. Torres? I'm sure he's just too embarrassed to talk with a cute young girl like Andy. Which is definitely not a problem he has with Amelia. Hey, I'm a cute young girl too! Silence! Cocksleeps like you have no right to speak! Hey, stop, Charles. Hello, Cocksleep! That's not... Hold on, what's Andy doing here? Did you change your name? I didn't! Alex and the rest of the girls ignored Amelia's grumbling and started discussing what to do next. Alright, we learned that the Hennies seem to be immune to the PPshrooms. And since the bridges have been destroyed, we may have to travel near that huge mushroom to reach Buddha. Alex, what do you want to do? Want to take care of that giant PPshroom by ourselves? Yeah, it sounds like we can ask the local Hennies to join forces with us. Or maybe... Yahoo! Strip pennies! I got strip pennies! Or not. Alex glanced at Jens, who was still distributing her panties in the central plaza. We could eat a bunch of hand-made noodles and hope that's enough to keep us from getting infested. What? You're worried about the PPshroom sports? I've talked with St. Jens and came up with an idea to let people safely travel through mildly saturated areas. Really now? Just what you would expect from the legendary Dr. Toros. Alex's grandfather reached for his bag and produced a spray bottle. What's that? A solution containing a potted honey extract. How did you make something like that so quickly? I had it from the start. This spray works wonders to treat athlete's foot, since all honeys are terrible at sports. Okay. Huh? First time I've heard about that. Yeah, that's because most patients don't want to reek of honey and decide to keep their affliction instead. Well, you can't blame them. Look, you can't solve anything without making a few sacrifices. Let's all stop complaining and just use the spray. Yuragi, come here! Let us get the psh all over you! Please only spray me a little if possible. Just bear with it. Platna, you spray her nice and good. Yeah. We cannot risk getting you infested by the PPshrooms. Anyway, the effect of that spray is only temporary. Don't do anything crazy. You may get infested anyway if you get exposed to the spores for too long. Keep in mind that people aren't honey's. Think if we aren't, we can finally go save Lady Masquerade. Let's rush all the way to Buddha. Okay, wanna hold our breath while we're passing next to that big shroom? Alex and the girls used the honey essence and headed for Buddha, the capital of the Holy Continent. Let's rest first. Huh? Nani? Sure, what brings you here so late in the evening, Chance? Oh, thanks.
ここのご飯って少ないからね。あなたたちはこういうの嬉しいかと思って。と言っても、この町も余裕があるわけじゃないから、たくさんは用意できなかったけど。
いや、ありがたい。うちは大食漢がいるから、そういうのは大歓迎だ。
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。そう、助けになるならよかったわ。よかったらジェンスさんもこの部屋に泊まっていったらいかがですか？いいの？はい、ジェンスさんなら大歓迎です。いや、まあ、そういうのも悪くないかもだけど。
いいの？うちはアレクも同室よ。
あ、なし、今のなし。それなら絶対に止まらない。
There's no need to be so reserved, really. Just stay!
遠慮じゃないわよ。残念です。女の子同士で集まって泊まるの楽しそうかと思ったんですが。
Will you say no to that?
知ってる。女子会って言うんでしょ？
A girls' only pajama party? What a wonderful sight it could have been! Seriously, Chance, feel free to come sleep with us whenever you feel like it.
来ないわよ。
まさかこうやって少しずつ取り入ってアレクの嫁になるのが狙いだったり。考
えてないわよ。
カノはアレク絡みになると少し知能が下がるのよね。嫁が思うほど亭主もてもせずって言葉、肝に銘じた方がいいかも。
失礼なことを言うな。
No words, girls, that will never happen. The love I have, and will always have for my Kano is enough to last for the rest of eternity.
バカ、かっこいいこと言うの？
No.
今のかっこいい判定か。
ああ、これが世に言うバカップル。これを見せられて私はどんな顔してたらいいの？
Yes, I will marry you?
さっぱりした。
Kana took a relaxing bath and reappeared into the room with a towel around her head. You already up, Kanos?
ああ、なんとなく一番に目が覚めてな。あ、どうした？変な目で見て。
Sorry, I just slept a view of freshly rinsed Kanos in the morning.
え？
You know. Want to have a quickie before everyone else wakes up?
バカ、朝から盛るやつがあるか。
Kana tried wriggling away from her husband's tight embrace to no avail. You don't want you? You do.
嫌じゃないけど。
Kana! Alex pushed his blushing wife under the bed behind him.
朝からあんまり体力使いすぎないでよ。
Alex and Kana ended up having lots of early morning schmecks before leaving the inn with the other girls.
今日もいい天気ね。
That was the most random encounter with the same. Not gonna lie. I know where to go. I know where to
なん
go.
か嫌な予感がするわね。
Blech! That big shroom looks really yucky. Alex and his wives gazed at the pulsating fungus in the distance and frowned in disgust. There are corpses everywhere around here, both humans and monsters. To think that he won't even defile Sentinel's mound. I'll never forgive Hamlin. Among the disgusted girls, only Yuraki seemed to be staring at the giant mushroom with hate. So that's Sentinel's mound, huh? It's the resting place of the most famous sentinels of the world, right? Yep, the mausoleum should be located right under that huge fungus. Typically, the place would be full of people who came to pay their respects. No wonder. Some real heroes are buried in there. The nerve of some people. Why would you grow something so disgusting over the tombs of those amazing warriors? It's a real insult to all sentinels. Look! He's right there! Next to the big shroom! Padna pointed to a tall figure that had been leaning against the stem of the colossal fungus. It was Hamlin himself. The Black Doctor turned around to gaze at Alex and the girls with a challenging smile on his face. Why, hello? If it isn't my esteemed colleague and his woman. Are you having a little stroll? Keeping in shape with some exercise is certainly most important. You impudent! But I must say, your complexions look surprisingly healthy. Ah, I see. You must have figured out the only weak point of my cockshrooms. That's right. We discovered that they cannot infest beings with a high magical resistance. It wasn't too hard to explore that knowledge to safely travel outside. Why yes, something can indeed be done in that regard. I wasn't expecting anything less of you, my esteemed colleague. But alas, as you can see, the source of the sports continues to beautifully grow next to me. Don't you believe it is high time to give up on your quest and go home? Or are you planning to aimlessly travel the continent, desperately trying to kill each patient one by one? Of course! Alex? And I'm going to eradicate all your cockshrooms, even if their spores bear to spread all over the world. That's right! We're going to shut them down, and then properly dump them in the burnable trash. or something like that. So, could you start cutting down the giant mushroom for us? That would save us some time. It makes for a terrible landmark. It's ruining the entire landscape. Hamlin, you better say your prayers and wait for us. We're coming to take care of you real soon. Wait, Patna wants to say something too, but she's not sure what to say. You stink! You go, Platana. Did that hit him? Excellent. What's so funny, huh? I'm sure you shall do your very best to achieve your goal and exterminate every single one of my cockshrooms. But of course, I couldn't wish for anything better. It's the perfect chance for my creation to overcome a new struggle and evolve into an even higher form. This guy, he's still trying to refine the cockshrooms and remove the last of your weaknesses. Well then, we shall be awaiting you with open arms. Wait, Hamlin! Alex called out his arch enemy while he was in the middle of an elegant bow of his body. This can't be what Ixtab really wished for. You're going against your own Mauer's dreams. What's your real objective? Yeah. The comment caused Hamlin's smile to instantly disappear from his face. I see that you have been rummaging through our old home and the Institute, like the little insects you are. Could it be that the elders left some hidden files that didn't erase? Truly, they are annoying until the very end. No matter, but I shall never forgive you for dirtying Mauer's sacred name with your unworthy lips. Are you even listening to what I'm saying? This is pure madness, on par with the actions of the Holy Knight. Your Mauer gave everything to stop him, and you're acting no different than him. Why yes, so it would appear, esteemed colleague. But even I cannot escape this fate. I am but a simple human after all. And as long as humans exist in this world, it isn't their destiny to enslave others to control them. Nothing in this world is certain, except death and mankind's extreme lust for power. Truly, if you look deep inside your heart, you shall realize that we are all potential tyrants in the making. And that is exactly why it is my duty to create a new species that shall take humanity's place. So that's why you're trying to infest everyone with your cockshrooms. Of course, wasn't it obvious? Excising mankind is the only way to cure this diseased world. But have no fear, my cockshrooms shall soon take their place as the dominant life form. And since the infested individuals are mentally connected together, all living beings shall finally become one. Why yes, we will be part of the same big family. How magnificent. Even my dear Mauer shall surely rejoice to hear that all beings have united as one. Try to imagine a world where everyone understands and respects their kin. No conflict, no corruption. But at what cost? We'll have to give up on our own free will. At that point, would you be no different from a bunch of plants? Excellent. Indeed. If that's the case, so be it. A world dominated by plants and fungi, like a beautiful botanical garden. Doesn't that sound simply wonderful? This guy has way more than a few screws loose. Well, we sort of knew that already. Ah, whatever! Enough with the chit-chat, listen to his ramblings, just makes my head hurt. Charles grabbed one of her crown slates and cast a rocket boxer skill at Hamlin. Always resorting to violence. How very uncivilized. Alright, Obi-Wan. What? An armored figure suddenly appeared from the mushroom and deflected the attack with ease. What in Eve's name? Pylos? Incorrect. Can't you tell that he is a different individual? That shield. Have you seen it somewhere else before, Yuragi? I was simply surprised by how heavy it looks. But yes, I'll admit that this is a product created by putting to use my old colleague's research. Reproducing the disease that he was suffering from wasn't too hard. After I studied these remnants, you even used your rival for your experiments? You're seriously rotten to the bone. See, we're bred, we knew that already. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm quite busy. Allow me to bid you farewell. I hope we shall have a chance to meet again soon. Please don't make me wait too long. Hamlin gave a pompous bow of his body and disappeared with a laugh into the giant mushroom's shadow. Great! Now we also have to deal with that armored guy. But we need to find a way to that island first. And the bridges are gone. Maybe we could swim there? The sea is full of powerful monsters. It's too dangerous. Wanna try using the bubble? Sorry, the wind isn't blowing in the right direction. Platina looked at the sports being carried towards the open sea and slapped her shoulders. I know, it's sad that we can't use the bubble to fly wherever we want. Well, we can't think about this problem later. Let's rush the Buddha to help masquerade for now. Yes, we should hurry. Alex and his wives locate the source of the cockshroom infestation and continue towards Buddha. Let me collect the chest first and then... Thanks, I'll sell that. And then... Here it is! This is a mini oak! Hey! It looks like a normal tree to me. Alex? Yes? Are you really going to eat a piece of wood? Of course. And how exactly are you planning to do that? It's very tough. Even Platina can't munch on it. No worries, I'm not going to eat it raw. First we harvest a branch. Then put it in this food processor. Alex snapped one of the youngest twigs and put it into the magical appliance. Where did you take that out from? I imagined that something like this might happen. So I prepared the food processor beforehand. Anyway, next, we pour the powder into a bowl with some water. And then we wait until it has extracted all its flavors and nutritions. I think our husband would be the perfect host for one of those cooking shows on Morning Matchavision. Thanks. Then, once it has dried up, we add some spices, some minced meat, and finally mix everything together. Is it ready yet? Sorry, not yet. It's a bit of an unusual recipe. How do you even know how to cook a tree branch to begin with? I read it in a book written by a famous but somewhat eccentric chef. It's full of recipes that use materials harvested from all kinds of trees. I guess that wood must have its own flavor. Many liquids take their color and taste from the barrels they're aged in, after all. Now we add some toasted bread into the soup and... Oh, there it is. It's ready. Alex submerged a few slices of crunchy bread into the broth and scooped some up with a spoon. Yep, I can really taste the oak. Want to try some? Sure. You're right. And it's nice that the bread adds a crunchy, different texture to it. I've never eaten anything like this before. Platina thinks it is a bit nutty. It reminds me of the taste of the chestnuts we cooked on a charcoal grill. Try adding some jam to the next spoonful. Alright, Soma. Wow, yummy! Alex obtained the mini oak branch needed to completely eradicate Kano's disorder. Pretty normal. Alright, after that, I'm gonna peace out for now. I recorded the shit ton of episodes in one day. I'm not gonna lie, it was mainly because it was interesting to learn when we were at the lab of Ixtab. Well, in the whole continent, practically, of Ixtab. And honestly, I can't wait to get to the Aiden's entrails and see what's happening in there, and quite possibly meet High Saint Ixtab. Like, jeez. I'm honestly like super excited, so I might record a lot of videos the next day as well, in my time.